welcome back to my YouTube channel. And on today's episode, we're gonna talk about some Custie story times. Yeah, I got a lot of Custie story times. Yes. So if you work in retail, you already know, baby girl. There's always stories. There's always stories. And I'm just gonna say it. I can't believe adults can be really stupid. Yeah. Adults can be really stupid. Really stupid. All right. Let's get to it. Yeah, we don't want to get a topic. Let's just get to the stories. Alright, okay. I want my teeth on yellow, but whatever. Anyway, so let's get started, okay? So I'm actually gonna save let me change the bottom. Okay. So I'm actually gonna save the best one for last. So please stay until the last part. I'm gonna label them. But if you don't have an attention span, please, I'm telling you, the last story is very entertaining, and you should go watch that, okay? Okay. If you're not gonna watch the rest, okay? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start with the small ones, okay? The teeny ones first, okay? The good to the bad, okay? Okay. So let's start with, I have names for them, okay? So I'm gonna tell you the names. So this one I titled, actually I didn't title it. I was very specific. Okay, well we're gonna call this story time. We're gonna call this in specific reaction. Crazy lady. Okay. Alright. So I remember it was like a Wednesday or something. I was at work minding my business. It was a little late or so. Like the store was almost closing or something like that. I don't remember. Anywho, so I remember that the store was pretty like empty. Like nobody was there. Nobody was coming. So whatever. So whatever. I was minding my business, and I remember that I was on cash, and I was just like hella bored, waiting for Custies to come up to me, whatever. And then I remember hearing this Custie yell hello in the middle of the store, but I couldn't locate this Custie. So I was like, okay, whatever, like. But then I heard the Custie scream hello again, so I'm like, okay, let me go find the Custie. And then I heard the Custie say hello again, like hello. And I was looking for the Custie, and I found the Custie. And then I remember that my male coworker approached the Custie first, and she was in the fitting rooms. And she was like, no, I want a woman. So he gave me a look, and he was like, and I was like, okay. So I go on, I go get the Custie, and why does homegirl have no pants on? Homegirl has no pants on. Just a sweater. Now, what really gets me with this story is that her sweater, it wasn't that long. It was not that long. Like, okay, basically, homegirl was asking me with no pants on to get her some pants, and she was describing the pants, blah blah blah, showing me her pants, the pants that she wants here. Meanwhile, I'm looking at her like, how are you not uncomfortable right now? Like, what's wrong with you? Because guys, she had no pants on. Like, I'm telling you, there was no pants. And at some point, I was like, are you even wearing underwear? Because her thingies, her sweater was not that long. So when she was turning around and showing me, I'm like, I'm trying to look for underwear. She must have been wearing a thong, because I saw no underwear. Nothing. No lining. Nothing. Now, I didn't see her cheeks, but I was close to the cheeks. So why am I not seeing underwear? I don't know. So then, whatever. Easy story. That's not even a bad story. It was just really freaking funny. It was just like, how are you comfortable talking to me in the middle of the store where there are other people, other human beings around, and you don't have pants on? And this woman was like in her 50s or something. She had gray hair, so she was old. Like I said, she was a little bit old. She's like parent age, So I was just like, ma'am, how are you behaving like this right now? Like, ma'am. Like, I would understand. Like, like for the girls, when you go to like La Zenza, Victoria's Secret, and the ladies come and they're like, how does it look? And you're just there with your chichis out, and you're like, yeah, looks good. I feel uncomfortable. I know they're girls and they're just trying to help you out with your chichi size, but for me, I'm just like, man, I'm uncomfortable that you're seeing me in a bra. I can't imagine, like, with no pants on, being like, yeah, can you give me these pants? But yeah, I mean, she was just a nice lady. She was a really nice lady. She was just a little bit weird. I was like, ma'am. Anyway. But yeah, whatever. That's the end of the story. Basically, she got what she wanted. She was cool. I just wanted to tell you guys that story because it was just a little odd to me. It was a little bit odd. Alright, so let's get to the actual stories. Alright, so this was the first, like, rude interaction I had at this job, okay? Because I worked somewhere else previously, and I got hella disrespected. And I was cleaning bathrooms, so I was kind of like, you're the cochina, so I'm not sure why you're yelling at me, but okay. But anyway. We won't talk about that. That's a different story. It's a different story. Alright, so the story. So I was cashing out this man, but I was doing an online order for him. So I was ordering something for him. Okay? So that means that I have to take all of his information, like his name, his phone number, his email, his address, everything, okay? The whole thing. Alright, so this man had a son with him, and this man had a very thick Indian accent. Super thick. And I just feel like I'm not good with people with accents at all. I'm just dumb. I just can't. My brain cannot process it. I don't know if it's just me. I just feel like I'm actually just really bad at it. And there's others that are really good at it, you know? So yes. So I was trying my best with this guy because I really didn't want to make him feel bad that I could not understand him, you know? Like, I didn't want to bum him out. Like, you know, like, it's okay. Like, you got an accent. What about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, did not want to make him feel like crap. So I was trying not to. But I was also having a really hard time. So maybe I did. But he's an asshole in the end. So that's too damn. That's too damn bad. So this Custie came in, he was ordering stuff, I was getting his name, and basically, he was spelling his name out to me and stuff, and I just could not really understand the letters he was saying. I really couldn't. I couldn't understand anything he was really saying to me. Like, he was speaking English, yes, but his accent was just so thick. Like, I've never encountered such a thick accent before. So I was like, oh, I'm not used to this. Like, I'm not used to people with thick accents like this. Like, I'm struggling, but let me try. So basically, yeah, so this was like, ooh, this went on for a really long time. A really long time. For me, it felt like 3 hours, my whole shift. But whatever. So in the end, you know, like I said, I was trying my best to understand him. You know, I didn't want to make him feel like crap. But I was struggling, and I was trying my damn best. So then, towards the end, finally, we're done. We get everything we need for him. And there's this part where we do like a rewards program. So I didn't bother asking him for the rewards program because I was tired. Like, I just wanted him to just go away at this point because I could tell that he was getting frustrated. So I'm like, I just want you to go away. Okay? Like, I'm struggling, okay? Like, we both struggling with each other right now. Just go, you know? So whatever. So I skipped that part. And all of a sudden, he lost his marbles. He literally lost his marbles. He was literally like, why didn't you ask me about the rewards program? I was like, I don't know. Like, I literally said, I don't know. And he was like, well, I want the rewards program, scam my thing. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, he, like, cussed me out for not asking him about the rewards program if he had the card or whatever. And, like, I was just like, okay. And then, like, at the end, like, I felt kind of like, after that, he left, and I remember just, like, glancing at his son, and his son just looked like he wanted to die, you know? Like, he just looked so embarrassed, and I'm like, that's tough, son, that's tough. So, yeah, so he cussed me out for that, and it just pissed me off, because it's like, wow, like, I was doing the most for you, my guy. Like, I was trying my best to understand you. I was not being disrespectful, you know? Like, it wasn't like, oh, I don't understand you. No, I just kept repeating. I'm like, hey, what'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say again? How do you spell that? So, P-O-T-O-D. You know, that type of thing? So, I was just like, wow, you mad disrespectful. Like, I know you're frustrated, but so how the hell you think I feel? I'm the one behind the cash register. I want to die right now. I want to die. So, yeah. He did that, and whatever, and that was that. He left. I don't remember what the hell happened after that, because I'm pretty sure my brain just blanked out after that. But I do remember vividly that my boss was around the corner, and she was like, oh. And she just sent me on break after that. She's like, you want to go on break? And I'm like, girl, bye, deuces. Because I'm like, yes, I do want to go break.
Sorry, sir. I don't understand your accent. Next time I'll talk like this if you understand me.
You know what I mean? Like, free. Anyway, he's still getting mad about the damn. He's so rude. He's so rude. Anyway, let's get to the next story. What's the next one gonna be? Oh, okay, so this one is a good one. So we're gonna call her, because I know her real name, but we're gonna call her Amanda. Oh, no, we got Amanda's here. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna call her. We're gonna call her Laura. That's her name, Laura. Okay. So Laura came. I was cashier, by the way. We cashier. Laura came. She's like, oh, I ordered this online, but you guys changed the price today. I would like to get it adjusted. I'm like, no problem, Laura, no problem. So I did it. So here's the thing. So she was getting a price adjustment, right, in the store, because she ordered online, but the price changed. We can do that, no problemo. So yes. So I informed the woman that because the way her order came, fortunately, I had to do these transactions one by one. because she had 3 items and I had to return 3 items one by one. I let her know, okay? I let her know just so she wasn't confused or like asking me why, and then I have to tell her, you know. So I returned all those 3 items, and then whatever, I'm ready to resell them to her to get to the adjusted price. Now, homegirl, at the end of the whole transaction, when I just returned everything to her, she was like, "Oh, you didn't give me all my money back." And then my response was, "I just returned everything to you." Cause I was trying to say, like, okay, what do you mean? Like, I literally just returned it to you. That made no sense. And then, I don't know, maybe it's the way I said it. I don't know, but she got offended by it, and she was like, I was like, in my head, I was like, okay. So whatever. So Laura is like, "You did not give me all my money." So I'm like, okay, what do you mean? Like, show me what do you mean? Like, I don't understand. So she's showing me. I'm not understanding. So from what I understood, what she meant, because you'll see why I'm like, I don't know what the hell she meant. So I'm trying to understand. So she's showing me on her phone how much she paid. She paid about $67 and something cents. I'm like, coolio. All right. But then she's pointing at discounts, and she's like, "You did not give me this." And I'm looking at it, and basically, she's talking about discounts, meaning, you know, when you get a discount on something, sometimes on the receipt it'll say how much you saved in discount or how much you got in discount. Yes, so that's what she was talking about. So she had $15 in discounts. And I'm like, no, that's not your money. That's like the website just telling you how much you've gotten fucking discounts. And she was like, "No, you wouldn't get my money. You didn't give me all my money." Now I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on here? Like, I'm very freaking confused. And I'm looking at the receipts, and I'm noticing, okay, you know what? There is a difference. There's something weird about these prices over her. There's something weird about these prices over her. So whatever. So then I'm like, oh, damn, girl, maybe you're right, because like the prices don't match here. I'm a little confused too, and they didn't. But then I was also thinking, oh, I didn't notice on the receipt there's like a different price. But then I came to the conclusion that she already got the items discounted, but just didn't realize it. That can happen, I guess, because that's how it looked to me. So whatever. So I call my manager because I'm confused. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. She bonkers. I'm just trying to do my job and over her. So I call my manager, whatever. And Laura go crazy. Okay, Laura's an idiot. So my manager comes. He's like, "What's the problemo?" She explains it, but while she's explaining, she's like, "She didn't give me my money back. She took my money. Like, as if I somehow, mind you guys, this was not cash. This was her card. So, ma'am, how am I stealing your money? Did you see me go behind and tap my card? Okay. Anyway, so she's like, "Yeah, she stole my money. And then my manager was like, "Hold up." And I love this guy. I really do love this guy, because wow, other managers kiss ass. Not saying these managers, but managers that, like, most managers at like any retail store, kiss ass to customers just to get what they want, which I don't understand. So all managers, why do you do that? If it's like a really big bookstore, who gives a fuck if the customer does not get what they want? Because when customers complain, it's because they know that if they complain like that, they will get what they want. But it's like, these are children. That's what children do. Children will keep on doing something because they know they can get away with it, and they know that if they do this certain action, they will get it. Why do you do that? Anyway, so this manager was like, "She did not steal your money. She can't steal your money. The computer does it, so she didn't steal your money." And I was behind him like, "That's right. I didn't steal money. I don't steal money. He said it. I didn't steal money, therefore I did not steal money because he said it." So yeah, so he defended me, so I was like, "Yeah, that's right." So yeah, he's like, okay. And he was like, "I don't understand your issue either." And we didn't have mass. This was not mass time. And I just wanted to die. I just wanted to crack up right there, because I'm like, exactly what's happening right now. Okay, so then Laura is telling him the same thing. So then, while Laura is telling him, he's adding up all the receipts. And he's like, he turns it around. I remember he turns the calculator around. And he's like, "Is this how much you paid?" She was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Okay, then you got all your money back. So what the hell's your problem?" So then whatever. So then he just gives her the discount. There's a confusion here. Nobody understands what the hell Laura is talking about. So he just goes ahead and just gives her a discount. Better discount than she was actually getting originally. Well, coming in to get in for originally. So she's still complaining. I remember this because I remember he even said that, kind of. But she was still complaining. And I remember that he said something along the lines of, like, "You're still getting a discount." So, kind of saying, like, why the hell are you still complaining? Like, you're getting a better discount and you're still bitching. Which she was. Because she got a way better discount. She did not deserve that. So whatever. So she did that. And then whatever. I remember towards the end, like, she got all her shit. She stayed quiet. And then she was like, "It's not in my bank statement yet. It's not in my bank statement." And she was like, she said these exact words: "If it doesn't appear in my bank statements, then I will come back." And he was like, "Okay, then we will see you then." Or something like that. Bitch never came again. Never seen her face again. And then my manager told me that she was probably trying to scam me. She was probably trying to get me to give her money. But because I'm always down to fight, I'm always down to beef. I'm always down to beef. If you want to verbally beef, we can beef already. So I was down to beef, and I was beefing with her because I'm like, ma'am, like, are we on crack right now? Like, there is nothing. Like, she didn't even try. She just said, you didn't give me my money, as if I was just gonna drop, like, open the cash and give all her money. Like, it made no sense. So yeah, she thought, but she didn't do well because I was like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Alright. Now, so that's the end of the story of Laura. Laura never came back again. And in the end, Laura was trying to scam, but it didn't work out because she got the wrong cashier. She did. She got the cashier that was like hella confused, doesn't care, and was hella confused. So in the end, it was like, baby girl, you chose the slowest one, and you still didn't scam me. So we're proud of that. Anyway, so now let's get to the next. Now the best story. This is the best story, hands down. Even though I was so mad, it's the best story in the world. I'm gonna tell my kids this story. It's too good. Alright. So this was Christmas time. I remember Christmas times. We wore masks and everything. It's busy because we all know lockdown's gonna happen soon, so everyone's buying their shit now. So we're gonna call this woman pendeja because that's what she was at the end of the day. So we're gonna call it pendejita. Let's call it that. Pendejita. Okay. So, LOL. Okay, what happened? Okay. So this day, like I said in December, really close to Christmas, it was really freaking chaotic. It was really chaotic. It was like one of the most busiest days I've ever seen in my life. All my coworkers were hella stressed. All of them, like physically stressed. Like we were all actually stressed. I was stressed because there was just so many customers. There was just so much to do that, and there wasn't enough of us. So it's like, obviously we're gonna be stressed. So I was on cashier this time. It was about like 6 p.m. So time has died down now. There's still Custies. I'm still feeling the effects of stress. I was just tired at this point. I was very tired. I just wanted to go home because it was very stressful. And there's still Custies, so I want to go home. So whatever. So Pendejita comes. Oh, so I see Pendejita like near the cash register, kind of just like looking. So I'm like, oh, like Pendejita, like, are you ready to check out? And she's like, do I need my husband's card to this return? And I'm like, oh, Pendejita, no, you don't need it. Like, no, it doesn't have to be your husband's card because I think we're all thinking the same thing, right? I hope you guys are thinking the same thing because I thought she was asking me, do I need my husband's card or can I use my card? That's how I took it. Do I need his card specifically or can I use mine? That's how I took it. So I said, no, you don't. Let's go do it. So I did the return. Scan it, and I'm like, okay, all right, the machine's ready. And she's like, what do I do? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you said I didn't need my husband's card. Oh, I started. I'm like, well, of course. And then I stopped myself because I didn't want to seem rude. I was just trying to tell her. But I'm like, oh, no, like, you always need a card to, like, actually return something. And she was like, but you told me I did. I was like, oh, no. I thought you meant, like, if you needed your husband's card specifically to do the return. I just thought you had another card to do it. And she was like, no, that's not what I said. I'm like, okay. And she was like, okay, well, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay. Like I said, I just thought that's what you were asking. And she was like, no, you're wrong. You can just admit that you're wrong. And I was obviously getting annoyed because I'm like, are you fucking stupid? You're literally the idiot in this situation. So I was like, no. Like I said, I thought we were talking about a physical card here. And she was like, are you done? And I'm like, no, I'm just telling you. What happened? It was miscommunication. And she was like, no, you could just say sorry that you were wrong and let it go. So are you done? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then she's like, do I need to call a manager? And I was like, no, you don't. We don't need a manager. And, if this wasn't such a busy day, if it wasn't so hectic and all my managers were not stressed, hell yeah, call the manager. For what? So you can tell them that you're stupid and that you thought you could return something and it would magically appear on your bank account tomorrow? Go ahead, Pendejita. Go ahead. So and she also said at the end, like, I'll still go back and forth. You already know. Fire me, I don't care. Well, actually don't, guys. I need to go. But at the moment, I was like, I really don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because I'm like, I did nothing wrong here. Neither of us were really wrong, Neither, it was just a miscommunication in my eye. I mean, she was the idiot. We already know that. But nobody was wrong, you know what I mean? Like, nobody, it was just a miscommunication, that's all. And I was still going. I'm like, nope, I'm just telling you why. And she was like, oh my god, you didn't work on your customer service, girl. That is not good customer service. And I was like, okay. Like, you're not gonna get good customer service if you're an idiot. And if you act like one and they get mad that you were an idiot and got caught in the idiotness, not my problema. So then, whatever. So then she's like, okay, I'm gonna just wait for my husband. I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck. So then her husband comes, and y'all, I give this man the best customer service ever. You best believe that guy got the best customer service ever. Just to spite her, is that what I did. And I gave him the best treatment. I changed my tone, everything, just to spite her, just to make her a little mad inside. Because it's like, good. Maybe if you were a little more respectful, you would have gotten the good customer service. But you see here, ma'am, when your husband is, telling me being all nice, he gets a good customer service. You see? So yeah, so I gave him the best customer service ever. Yeah. We returned, no problemo. He was cool. He was alright. He didn't do nothing. He didn't say nothing. We're done. But like I said, she had boiled my blood because I'm like, man, why are you beefing with me right now? Just admit you're stupid and go. So I was obviously annoyed. So then this came out, but I was wearing a mask. But I literally said pendeja and turned around and left. And I'm pretty sure she heard, but just brushed it off or just didn't understand what I said or just didn't hear what I said. And so yeah, there's the story of Miss Pendejita and how she could, I don't know what world she was living in. I truly don't know. By the way, this woman was probably in her 50s. So I was very confused because I'm like, ma'am, I don't know what country, what universe, what planet you're from, that you don't need a physical card to get your money back. Yes, guys. She didn't ask for cash. She didn't have at least Apple Pay or something. No, guys. She wanted the magic magically. She did. And that was the best story. That was like the best story of my life. Like, I love telling that story because it's like, it was like literally the most stupidest customer I've ever had in my life. And it just makes it more funny that she was getting upset because I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty sure she got upset because she realized that her question was stupid. And in the end, she was stupid. An idiot. A dumbass. Stupid. So yes. So that's the end of the story. That's the end of the story times. I hope you enjoyed. I have a lot of stories, but I always forget them. Unfortunately, I do encounter a lot of idiot customers. I really do. Like, for example, well, this isn't like they're not stupid. It's just like what world are you living on? Like what planet are you living on? But we'll just add in a little bonus story time. So this was recent too. So as you don't know, in Canada, in Toronto, we locked down. We cut. Dougie said, nah, he cut. So there's no Custies in the store. It's been like this for 6 months, guys. We all know this. You can't enter a store. You can't walk into it like it's your right or something. You just can't. Okay? It's only curbside, okay? We all know that. Been living here for 6 months? Okay, then you know that. Alright. So for some reason, customer calls and she's like, yo, like, I'm hurt. Like, can I return something? I look at the schedule because we can do bookends. Like, book you in or whatever. And I'm like, no, we're booked. And she's like, oh. I wasn't aware that you can walk in the store. When can I look in the store again? I'm like, until Dougie says so. Like, yeah, until Dougie says. Until Doug Ford says so. We've been on lockdown. She's like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. And after that, I was just like, ma'am, where are you? What do you mean you don't know? What do you mean you don't know? What do you mean? Huh? And the thing is, I know this Custie. I know this Custie by name because we did make the appointment and I knew exactly who this Custie was. And best believe this Custie has ordered before during lockdown. So I was like, Miss Custie, ma'am, Miss Girl, what do you mean you weren't aware that you couldn't walk in, ma'am? Please tell me what underground store you're going to walk in because I would like to go. I would like to go and shop. Please tell me where you've been going because it isn't here. But yeah, this is just a little bonus, just an example of Christmas speech now because it's so stupid. Idiot. I hate questions like that. Is it just me to have anger issues or something? But I just hate stupid questions like that. Like Captain Obvious questions. Like one of the pet peeve questions I hate is when they're like, oh, can I do this and that? And I'm like, no, because it's lockdown, you can't. And they're like, oh, so when are you going to be able to open? And I just want to be like, well, if you were paying attention to the news, we'd be able to open once the city opens. Once Dougie says, yeah, we'll stay one. Yeah, when that happens, sir, we will open. But it's like, ma'am, guys, hello, males, females, dogs. What a stupid question. Stupid. By far the stupidest question. I can't express it enough. Such a stupid question. When are you guys gonna open? When Dougie says so. We know that, man. We know that when Dougie says what Dougie says is what will happen. What do you mean? Anyway, alright, we're gonna get off topic. Alright. So thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I hope you like this episode. If you enjoy these episodes, let me know so then I can write them down because I remember I encounter a lot of customers. You won't believe it. It's ridiculous. But I do encounter a lot of weird, dumb customers. So let me know so I can write these Custie stories down and keep them on my head top. And I will get back at you, okay? Okay. Alright. Thank you. Deuces.